gesturing from that first slip position.
Well, Captain Cato Stafford to get proceedings underway, and I like this. Left arm swing bowler with runs on the board says, I'm going to take the responsibility as captain of this side, set the template. Straight away he was on the money. Deep third and a deep forward square leg as two boundary riders, so gaps through the offside if West wants to be aggressive. Generally these two batters have been a little bit conservative in the power play so far. Very good start. Cato Stafford, useful cricketer.
Forster Mutizwa from Zimbabwe standing, and with him is Faisal Afridi, played for Pakistan. He was a medium fast bowler. Now, early indication is that Cato Stafford is not going to swing the ball, except for that one. Well, I don't think he gets the one that shapes away from the left-hander. His action is all about spearing the ball into the pads like this.
Yeah, that's more nip. That's more nip. You mentioned it, the first game we covered Japan, Wilco, and he just pushed it across the right-hander. But if you can just get, all you need to do is just swing one ball. Just swing one away from the lefty, just to create a little bit of doubt in the batter's mind. What about this Ireland lineup here, Wilco? This initial 10 over power play. How aggressive can they be?
Well, I don't know that they should be overly aggressive. I think they can't lose too many wickets in the first 10 overs. They've got to set a platform. They've got to bat properly. It's 50 overs. Set your stall out. It's a long chase, this. Just over 5 is the asking rate.
Yeah. Nice little inducker. Well, 2 power plays so far for Ireland in this tournament. 27 for 1, 37 for 1.
Well, I'd rather the 37 for 1.
Well, 37 for 1 is what Japan got in their initial 10 overs. So I think from a young person's mind, when you're looking up at a scoreboard, you always want to stay as close to the asking rate as possible. You don't want to get too far ahead. More experienced cricketers who have been in situations like this, they're happy to chase 8, 9 and over for the last 7 or 8 overs. But I think Ireland need to get and stay as close to the rate as possible from the get-go.
And if they do get there, it will be the highest ever chase by an Ireland under 19. I'll say that again. It'll be the highest chase by an under 19 Irish team. It was a pretty poor first effort, wasn't it? 1 gone, 2 on the board.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the first over, the scores are 2 to North. Ireland needs 246 runs in 284 balls.
It's Group A action. Final game in this group for Ireland and Japan. Winner will go through to the Super 6 stage. I don't know what we had for lunch. Come on.
Well, I think it's still in your mouth. And certainly in mine.
I thought I felt a bit chewy, that chicken. Kaiwall, left arm. Medium, yeah, fair. Got the ability to bowl a bit quicker than that, actually. Slip in play, which is good. Well, was in the air for a moment, and Charlie Hurrihins with a misfield. He's He is a good fielder, Charlie Harrahins, but he has the odd faux pas in the field, a misfield and a drop catch early in the tournament. Good cricketer though, he finally... 3 good brothers on the side, and will be playing a big part for Japan cricket for a long time moving forward, you feel.
Well, Charlie is the most experienced, he's the eldest. Well bowled. He's got the one to jag away off the pitch, away from that outside edge of James West.
This is a beauty. Great seam position, stays low. Just 3 overs for Kai Wall in the game against Sri Lanka, 3 overs 0 for 21. Didn't play the second game, but is back in today. You feel a really useful opening pace option. Well, we heard a lot about Charlie Harrahins, Wilco, before this tournament, and today we saw a lot of what we were told about. An excellent cricketer.
Yes, he is, and he's dangerous. 57 from 70. Some handsome strokes along the way. Very strong offside. And when Ireland pitched short, he was eager to get after it.
Well, that's nice left arm swing bowling, sir. Alongside me. You like that?
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It wasn't bad at all. We haven't seen the ball swing much today. So when you're looking at this bowler, you to the left-hander, you're looking at that shape. You're looking at that shape. But these 2 bowlers, they bowl like this. So they push the ball into the pads of the left-hander. There you go. That's the kind of... So it's all about the geometrics. Well, that's not bad at all. Nice vertical seam. If you land it on the seam, the ball's got a chance of deviating off the pitch.
Too much width. And West climbed into it. First boundary of the chase. 2 done, 7 without loss. Left armers to attack the Ireland openers. Zuma, Kato, Stafford. Hugo Tani Kelly at slip. Nice timing. Call is 2. Sweeper is off the ropes quickly. Don't think they'll get there.
Gotta push hard, early.
That'll do young James West a lot of good, just to feel the ball on the bat. His feet didn't go far, but the ball did. And that's the important thing, but just to get him going. They can't have too sluggish a start, but at the same time, you don't want to be 30 for 2 at the end of this power play.
Not a huge batter that has that efficient footwork, because he's a tall man, James West, so he tends to use his arms and hands a lot. Often throws his hands through the ball on the offside. A reminder, we're playing on a used surface. First time we've been on a used pitch in this group. Japan with their spinners in the middle overs. Hugo Tani Kelly with his off breaks, and Ihad Palmer with his leg spinners, who I thought bowled really well their last encounter. Very accurate for a wrist spinner. Extra protection on the offside now, inside the ring. Up and over. Nothing wrong with that. As an opening batter in white ball cricket, you get width, you give it the kitchen sink.
Well, he's really gone after this. James West. It's too wide. He's gone after it. Not where he intended, but absolutely thrown everything at that. 4 will do.
Got to stay straight. You must bowl straight with that new ball here in Windhoek. Oh, now then, what a beautiful ball! It swung, it bounced. Oh my word, it found the edge, and that should have been pouched. Skylar Nakayama-Cook punches one.
Well, unfortunately for the bowler, the keeper's got his boxing gloves on, not his wicket-keeping gloves on. That's a bad miss by the keeper. And it's a let-off for Ireland. Not the best keeping we've seen. Was it first slip's catch, Niall? Was it the keeper's catch?
Well, just take you back to a couple of balls that Kato Stafford's bowled, and they've died. So Nakayama-Cook is quite close here, and look at that ball climb. In the end, because the ball has climbed and it's almost gathered pace off the surface and gathered pace off the edge, he's late. He was too late, and in the end, I don't mind the fact that he went for it. As a keeper, if you feel you can get there, you should 100% go for it. But that is a massive let-off. A massive let-off. 3 done, 14 without loss.
Team runs after 3 overs, 4.98 run rate required. Ellen needs 234 runs from 202 balls.
Well, mentioned this morning at about 8:30, it was very tense in the middle. Both sides know the enormous prize at stake if you can get a win here today. Oh my word, Kai Wall, that's gone horribly wrong. And it's not been a great 3 minutes for Nakayama-Cook because he couldn't hold that one in.
Sky Wall here. Kai Wall, he's just completely left that. No, it's all wrong. Everything's wrong about that. So the keeper's having a torrid time at the moment.
Not a nice place to be, Wilco, when you're keeping wicket. It's a very difficult job, and you put down a catch that you should take. Now then, does the ball gather pace off the surface? And what happens there? You can just see Nakayama's Cook. He has a little step with his left foot, and then he ends up having to dive. He didn't need to dive. If he had been in a really strong position where he could almost get a little half shuffle in, would have pouched that quite comfortably with 2 hands. Have a look at his left foot. Just there, a little, and then nothing more. So in the end, he's jumping that ball really with a strong base, with your head going towards it, would be pouched comfortably. But again, it's not easy. The ball carried pace off the surface and actually carried a bit of pace off the edge. It was a great bit of bowling.
Yes, it was. Kai Wall, I know that the first ball he delivered a couple of yards down the leg side, but all of a sudden he's just got a different shape with the ball, and he's just beginning to get the ball to jag back into the right-hander. And too far away from the left-hander. That's a problem sometimes for any bowler when you have to adjust. You're bowling to a right-hander, and then immediately the next ball, you've got to think of bowling to the left-hander. He's shaking his head here. You can't admonish yourself, you can't beat yourself up on the way back to your mark. It'd be handy if his captain was alongside him saying, come on, you're doing okay. See, that's good. That is good. Full length, and he's targeting the outside edge. Now, where's the skipper feeling? Where is he? Where are you? Well, he is at extra cover. He's at extra. I would rather him here, alongside the bowler, so you can have a little chat to him, because Kai Wall's a young bowler, and there's pressure here. So the skipper get into mid-off.
Yeah, you often see captains who, before they were captains, feel that slip, just take themselves out of that area and feel that mid-on and mid-off, just to have a conversation. Think of Owen Morgan, very strong England side. He was often standing at mid-off, just having a chat to the bowler, walking back to mark. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? That's a full toss, and that should have been put away, but it's good support. Excellent support in the ithering. Gabby Harahins, well done. Save 4.
Dive for everything in the field, Japan. It's well bowled. There were enough deliveries in that over to cause some doubt. 22 for no wicket from 4.
4 overs gone. The score is 22 and 1.
Japan have found a little bit of shape with the ball. They find their accuracy now. That's the key with this new rock. Lovely timing. Lovely timing. Up on his tippy toes and just tapping it on his head through backward point. Get back for a couple.
Some good fielding out there as well. Gabby Harahins here, he has sprinted after this. Got the throw in quickly. There could easily have been a third run. Perhaps there should have been, but the fielder, Gabby Harahins, has done so well.
Now then, flayed away. Yeah, it's amazing what a bit of time in the middle will do. 44 he made at the back end with the blade. Gabby Harahins, and then takes that confidence into his fielding display.
Came in at 9, and his innings, you could see it visibly taking its toll on Ireland and their fielders.
Yeah, well, one of 3 brothers, and I'll tell you what, Gabby Harahins today played a little gem of an innings at the back end of that first innings, a set of 50. Really did play well. Took the attack to Ireland as the heat was bearing down on Ireland. They needed this because they'd lost away a little bit. The power, really good power. Clobber that one down the wind. That was a great tennis smash of Ollie Riley. Edged, put down. Can you believe it? Hugo Tanny Kelly diving away to his right. Gets a good hand on it, had a good visual eye line of it, and he should have taken it.
Well, the bowler, that's 2 catches. Kato Stafford has had put down now. You've got to bowl full, and you've got to take your catches at slip. I feel that this is where Japan have got the best chance of ripping out a couple of top-order Ireland batters. Go full.
Yeah.
Chance with a hit. Yeah, wrong end. Keeper wanted it, and I think the keeper's end was the best call because the non-striker's end was ball watching.
It was a huge, raucous call for the throw to go to the keeper, and it didn't, and that might have prevented the run out. Very tense out there. 248 the target for Ireland to win, to get into the Super Sixes. Japan will get there if they defend it.
Yeah.
Single to finish. I must say though, this has been the best start by the Japan bowlers in this tournament to date. 29 without loss.
29 lines from out. After 5 overs, the run will be back is 4.87.
Good start here for Ireland. 29 without loss. Little bit of swing, but the fine leg is inside the ring. Work to be done in the deep. No chance. Lovely bit of timing. Both batters have had a life. Can they make Japan pay?
Kai Wall has suddenly found the code for getting the ball to swing. Unfortunately, his line is wrong. It's leg stump, and it's a full toss. But if he can get the line and length right, he's beginning to swing the ball back into the right-hand pads of Freddie Ogilvie. That's just about right.
Conceded 3 boundaries so far, but they've created chances. This is Ogilvie. This should be taken. It's a really nice catch for the slip to try and pouch, because the angle, you've seen the ball all the way.
Yeah, that should have been taken. He moved late. He moved quite late for it.
Nice drive. Very good timing. Won't get one, but good support from Niha Palmer at mid-off. But Ireland looking a lot more confident and aggressive with the bat in hand. That's very good. Driven. And just through the stump, Mike, you could hear Ogilvie's partner say shot, and he was spot on.
Well, this cover drive from Freddie Ogilvie is as good as we've seen today. That's lovely. That is so good. Waits forward, look at that front elbow. Joe Root, are you watching that? Or Harry Tector, are you watching that?
They're playing tomorrow, Ireland. They're playing a T20I against Italy in Dubai. A fixture that's been unofficially named the Kevin O'Brien Cup. Kevin O'Brien, part of the Italy coaching staff, assistant coach to John Davison. Beautiful. Lovely step towards the ball, and I really enjoy that. Do not ruin a beautiful drive by running for it. This is out. It was there to go. 8 off the over. Ireland looking good touch. 37 without loss.
6 overs down. The scores are 37 for now. Ireland needs 211 runs. Challenge 4 balls.
A huge game this. 16 teams, 4 groups of 4. Top 3 from each group through to the Super 6. So the winner of this game will go to the Super 6. Super 6, 2 groups, each team play twice. There's still plenty to play for in all the groups, really. Where you end up and if you can qualify. So the Super 6 stage, 2 groups, each team plays twice. Top 2 teams in each Super 6 group. Into the semis and the final. Harare on the 6th of Feb. That'll be a packed house because the fans in Zimbabwe over the last 3 to 4 years have really come back through the turnstiles. No. 10 games in Harare and Bulawayo actually under Sikando Raza's leadership, and they're just packed. The stands are packed.
I know the last time I was at the Harare Sports Club. Well, it was India touring, but there were queues. Just wonderful to watch, it really was. And the pitches there, they've got lights there now, it's fantastic. Tina Maweo has done a very good job with Zimbabwe cricket there.
Nice timing again. I tell you something, James West is finding the middle of that blade time and time again. Group A action, of course, is where our focus has been over the last 7 or 8 days. No real surprises, Sri Lanka and Australia with a queue, but I think we all felt that this game today would probably decide who sneaks through in third.
Tell you what, if Ireland get these runs, they won't have sneaked through. My goodness. That's not a sneak. Well, Australia won by 8 wickets. The first match against Ireland, Steve Hogan got a century. Ireland lost to Sri Lanka. Huge win for Sri Lanka over Japan. Big win for Australia over Japan, and now we've got this, and tomorrow it's for the bragging rights. Who's going to be rubbing their collars? Sri Lanka or Australia to finish top of Group A?
Gonna be a wide.
And there is an advantage if you finish top of your group as you go into the Super Sixes. Then you play, I think it's A1 will play D3 in their first match. So there is certainly an advantage for winning, finishing top of the group. So that's what Australia, their skipper Ollie Peake, will have in mind, and Sri Lanka at Sara for Sri Lanka.
Yeah. Oh, went for the in-swinger. Kato Stafford.
Yes.
Get back for a couple. Some of the games in Zim have been a little bit unfortunate because they've been affected by rain, but we've been blessed here. Every day you wake up, you're having your breakfast, it's warm, you get to the ground, it's warm, and then you get back to the hotel just to recap and go over the fixture with your colleagues, and the sun is just setting beautifully.
Quite a romanticist, aren't you, really? Yeah. Not a word I'd associate with you, but today I will.
Something like that. 7 overs bowled, 40 without loss.
After 7 overs, the score is 40 and out. The run rate required is 4.84. Ireland needs 208 runs to win the game.
Ireland's best power play comfortably of the tournament without loss. And West and Ogilvy have been aggressive, not necessarily in their stroke play, but their intent. Now we've got to change. Nikhil Pol. Not a quiet tournament to date. Right arm, well, it says right arm fast. I'll just nudge that down a little bit to medium fast.
There really has been an inordinate number of wide deliveries, not just today, but in this group. And it was something that even Oliver Peake in the first match, Australia-Ireland, said it's an area we need to look at. And that's not because the umpires have been strict, it's because of the inconsistency of the bowling. Here, there's another one. So it's concentration. 21 wides today, Ireland.
Already Japan 10. Ireland have conceded third most extras. Now I'm not necessarily, don't really buy into that stat so much because there's buys and leg buys. I'm more like wides and no balls. To be penalised necessarily as a team for conceding leg buys. So. But Ireland 21 wides today. And already Japan 10 wides. So it's not just the runs, it's the extra balls and what they concede as well. Down the pitch, nice. Well, I mentioned this to some of the Japan coaching setup about the wicketkeeper from Japan standing up to the stumps to their medium paces, and I think Nakayama Cook has to get up to the pegs here, get a helmet on and stand up to the stumps to Nikhil Pol. Slip comes out. Good, Danny Kelly, he'll patrol at extra cover. So plenty of men in front of the bat in the offside to try and pierce. Oh, slip is just taken out. I don't think it would have carried, and it's going to race away for four. And it's been one of those passages of play here for Japan, nothing going their way.
Well, it's easier to say after the event, but if the skipper had been watching the shape of virtually every ball that Paul has been bowling, his action tells you he's going to shape it away from the left-hander. So you take a slip out, you're taking one of the methods by which you can take a wicket. So I think that's something for the skipper to think about.
And actually would have carried. I thought maybe it was played with soft enough hands that it wouldn't have carried. I think it would have carried to first slip because he would have been quite tight to the keeper because of the medium pace nature.
In this regard, your keeper's got to be talking to the skipper. No, keep him in, keep the slip in. There you go. I think that might well have gone to first slip.
Yeah, you're right, Wilco. As a keeper, you have to keep that communication with the captain, but also the keeper, he's had a difficult start. Dropped the catch and one gets past him for 5 wides, and in your own mind you start going into your shell a little bit because you're trying to concentrate to not make a mistake, but you've got to put what's been behind you. Well, Ireland will be mightily happy with their start here. Going at 6s, 48 without loss.
8 overs down. Schedule 48. LH 200 Bryant from 262 balls. The run rate required is 4.76.
Well, Japan need wickets and opportunities.
No!
Both of these Ireland opening batters dropped early in their innings. Travelling quite nicely at the moment.
First wicket down.
Well, it's third time lucky for Japan. They've put down 2 catches. Makato Stafford makes the breakthrough. Captain stands up, bringing the ball back into Jimmy West, and that's an absolute beauty. Top of off. On your way, son. He's fired up. He has been since ball 1 of this tournament. Gets his reward. James West on his way for 19. Ireland 48 for 1.
What a moment for the captain to stand tall. His first wicket of the tournament, and it was an absolute pearler as well. If his side's dropping catches, well, the skipper steps up and says, I'll just knock them back myself. Adam Leckie, the new batter in, well, earlier with the ball, took his first wickets of the tournament as well. Now Ireland desperately need him with the bat.
How often do we see it with all-rounders? They get wickets, they get a chance with the bat, and they contribute with their other skill. And Ireland really need Leckie to stand up here.
Yes.
Well, it's off the mark, just turning it around the corner. So fired up, it means so much to those players.
I like this from Ireland, Mel. Adam Leckie's been batting in the middle order. He's made a huge contribution so far with the bat across the tournament, but he's looked tidy when he's been in. And he's been a key part of the batting lineup for the last 2 years, this under-19s Ireland side. Off the back of that bowling performance, they've given him the opportunity to influence proceedings earlier on. Not waiting till they're 3 down, till the rate's climbing. Go out there and own it, young man. Make this match yours.
Running hard, pressure on the fielder. Nihar Palmer it was, with the little fumble. That is the pressure of a do-or-die game. Adam Leckie scores of 22 against Australia and 4 against Sri Lanka.
It's only 1 now, but it's assertive. He's hit it cleanly, run hard. That's what they need. Bring that momentum into it.
That is beautifully driven. Not going to get all the way. Some good relay work there out on the boundary. 9 overs gone. Ireland 53 for 1.
After entertaining over, ladies and gentlemen, scored at 53-1. And needs 195 runs to win the game.
So Adam Leckie making his way up the batting order. He's carded at 5, it's where he batted before, but he's come in at first drop. The job to do. 50 came up in that last over.
No!
Not the shot, boy, not the
Leckie
shot.
coming off the back. Confident performance with the ball. Went wicketless in the first 2 games. Picked up 3 here today against Japan. This last one's an absolute beauty. It's played down the wrong line, but it's swung away, taken the off pole. Impressive young cricketer, Adam Leckie. He's got a job to do here with the bat.
Thick outside edge. Seem to have seen a lot of runs scored in that section of the field today.
Yeah, it's played sprightly, this pitch. Plenty of pace in it, plenty of runs behind square. Many of them more intentional than that one from Adam Leckie.
Well, he's found the gap. Ogilvy is starting to get a little motor on here.
He's played some very nice strokes across this World Cup, young Freddie Ogilvy. Many of them down the ground, but this time, squarer. It's a lovely stroke, piercing the infield. In complete control, the young man from Shrewsbury School. Lovely flourish with the bat. He's growing into his innings rather nicely.
Good gap.
Scored 49 against Australia in the first game. Ogilvy. Shrewsbury's your neck of the woods, isn't it, Ben Jones?
Produced quite a lot of cricketers, Shrewsbury School, down the years. James Taylor, Jack Shantry, Ed Barnard. Other side of the pond, though, Mel.
Jags back in, and he did well to adjust, Ogilvy. Six off the over, 10 gone. Ireland 59 for 1.
Cats 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Charlie, log on. Yeah.
Second power play now. First 10 overs, Ireland going at a good rate, almost at a run a ball, losing 1 wicket along the way. Time now for Charlie Harahins, one of the 3 brothers playing today. Scored a half century earlier on.
Let's go away, boy.
Oh, big shout first up, lots of excitement. But no chocolates.
I think that's heading down from Charlie Harahins, but it's a nice start, nice pace for the slow left armour. He's just kept Ogilvie in his crease as a tentative prod forward.
Well, this time he offers a little bit too much width.
Not sure he's happy with his field here, Arahins. That wasn't a great ball. Liked the pace of that first delivery, that kind of zipping it through. Surface has spun consistently today.
Run the first one hard. They're thinking about the second. Settle for one. Well, Charlie Harry-Hins, he does say he wants to sort of model his game. He feels it's a similar type of bowling to Jadeja. He definitely can zip that ball through. Gets through his overs quickly too.
Gone wider again there. Lecky looking to slap through point. Has been his modus operandi throughout this tournament. Brief innings, but he has looked to get low and explode from that base. Fast hands. Tallest man. Perhaps that works in his favour in that instance.
He slaps that one hard. Just going to get a couple. But it's ticking along still, that score. They're not trying to force it. They're getting through with twos and ones at the moment. In the last over. Is that productive little region again. Gonna go all the way. Going to block that little area up a little bit to Japan. But 11 overs gone. And Ireland 68 for 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 11 overs, scores are 68 for 1. Ireland needs 180 runs from 104 balls.
Well, Ireland ahead of the game at the moment. Been a good start to them, making use of the power play. There'll be an extra fielder outside the ring. Japan tried to, I guess, first of all, put the squeeze and stop these runs leaking. Well, that's not going to stop the runs coming. Wow, that is massive. Ogilvie lets loose.
Well, he likes to get forward and drive down the ground. He has sat back and thwacked this over the rope for 6. No real pace from Nikhil Paul. He's not got all of it, young Ogilvie. The toe end of the bat. He's got enough power. It's ended all the way. Not what Japan need. They need to build some pressure here. They're putting down catches and they're not taking wickets. Can't afford to be conceding boundaries on top of that too.
Well, he follows up the bludgeoning with a very classy drive.
Okay.
Well, it was a tale of what could have been from a Japanese perspective. Skylar Nakayama Cook putting that catch down. And Hugo Tani-Kelly putting down a second. Huge opportunity for Japan to get ahead of the game, and Ireland took that opportunity from them. Lovely bit of bowling from the captain.
Wow, full toss and a misfield. Japan, if they're going to win this match and get into the Super Sixes, they're going to have to tidy up things in the field.
Hesitate to be critical of this young Japanese side, but Nikhil Paul needs to get himself sorted here. This is licorice all sorts. He's been too short and hit for 6, and he's been too full twice. To get back on a length for his captain. 10 runs already from the over.
And that's in the air, but falls short. Went for the mighty heave-ho. Well, they all been Ireland apart from that one wicket. That'll be the opportunities missed that Japan will reflect on. It's still in this though. It's a long way to go. Has the feel of a very tight match. Well, reached for it.
Nice field setting from Cato Stafford to Leckie. Of course, he's allowed 4 fielders outside of that inner circle for the next 30 overs. Wonder whether he's going to necessarily use all of them, whether there's an opportunity to bring an extra man into the ring and try and build a bit of pressure on this Irish pair.
Dot ball to finish what has been a bit of an expensive over, 12 from it. And after 12, Ireland 80 for 1.
80 for 1. Ireland needs 168 runs from 208 balls to win the game.
Hot day here in Windhoek. Remarkably consistent, the conditions here. We start off every morning without a cloud in the sky. Gets up to just in the low 30s, and then the clouds come across and the air gets a bit thicker.
Bit cooler. That's outside earlier, outside of our lovely air-conditioned comms box. But turned around and came back in rather quickly. Not for the faint-hearted out there. And, well, they might not have the full 50 overs to field. It's tough going out there. And Adam Leckie is looking to make it even tougher for Cato Stafford's side.
I'm Charlie Harahins. I'm a left arm off spinner and my favourite player is Jadeja. My favourite delivery is the 22-yard ball.
Wow, how on earth did that miss? Ogilvy almost chops on.
Quick delivery from Harahins, darted through. Ogilvy's feet are nowhere. Extremely lucky.
Oh, yes, Jane.
It's a good battle. Harahins is into the contest. Expensive first over, but he's found his zone now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Ravindra Jadeja would be happy to watch this young man. Although if you've got a bit of Jadeja, and then he likes to throw in the Mark Watt as well from Scotland, the 22 yarder. I love a bit of that.
Yeah.
Gives himself some room.
Just that extra bit of deception, isn't it, the 22-yarder? Getting that ball released half a second earlier. Just keep the batter guessing. So you've got plenty of variation out of the hand as well. But if you're fixing up your timings as well, you're just keeping everything unexpected. Getting through his overs as quick as his hero, Ravindra Jadeja. It's the end of the 13th, and Ireland are 83 for 1.
Good little partnership building, 35 of 28 between Ogilvy and Leckie. Time for a bit of leg spin. Now Palmer comes on to bowl.
Good knee.
He's taken 1 wicket so far in this tournament, Palmer. Took 1 for 35 against Australia.
Oi.
It's a nice little spin pairing this for Japan. Different skills, different speeds. Fast and furious. Charlie Harahins at the one end. The wrist spinner at the other with a bit of Tokyo drift.
Oh, yes, Pia.
It's good from you, Ben Jones.
Good for one a day, I think. But in all seriousness, this is a big passage of play. Spinners in tandem, in the middle overs, men out. Opportunity for Ireland to either go into kind of milking rotation mode, or are they going to keep hitting and they're going to try and put the pressure back on these bowlers?
He loves that shot through the offside, just in front of point. Time he's got any width at all, he'll use it, and if he doesn't have it, sometimes he manufactures it himself, just using the crease.
Strong start from Palmer. He's found his length right away. A little tentative prod from Ogilvy. No great conviction. Even though he's been there for 38 balls, wrist spin does bring hesitancy.
Oh, wait!
Leckie unable to beat the infield. Tidy bit of fielding. At the end of the 14th, Ireland are 85 for 1.
Putting on the phone, scores at 85 for 1. Earlier needs 163 runs from 216 points.
Well, spin from both ends. He's just putting a little squeeze on Ireland at the moment.
Good. Good, my man.
That's one way to do it. Just build up the dot balls. Because even though they've got off to a sprightly start, Ireland, they won't want to get stuck for very long.
Not quite there yet, Freddie Ogilvy, but we saw him fall for 49 against Australia. Got a little bit stuck before the milestone. Those little things do play on your mind. When you're in this kind of a scrap, Japan need to use every little bit they can get.
Yes!
Done well there, Leckie. Just saw the little gap on the leg side. Manoeuvred himself into position to access it.
Let's go, my man.
Frustrating for Japan. They're just milking the singles now. Seen those drops earlier in the innings, Mel. 40% of Japan's catching chances have been taken. So they're dropping more than they're taken. It's the worst in the tournament. It's a clear area of improvement for them.
Yes, 2!
2 is the call, but we'll just get the single. It's been 22 balls since the last boundary was scored. That emphasises just how they have been able to slow things down a little bit, Japan. Something's going to break soon.
Yeah.
content for another single. 5 of them off the over. 15 gone. Ireland 90 for 1. Nice bit of drift in. Palmer went 0 for 50 in the first game, but we were pretty impressed by how he went. 7 overs on that occasion. 1 for 35, so improvement in the second game. And quick single from Ireland. That's better. They've left a few of those out there, this Irish pair. Ogilvy 46 now. But Leckie, we've been talking about him all tournament. He's done well with the ball in the first innings. Can he back it up?
Body on the line, boys. Let's go.
Very positive approach from all 3 Ireland batters we've seen so far. It would have been easy to go into the mid-innings break and a little bit downhearted after taking a bit of a pasting in that last 10 overs when Japan mustered 79 for 2, but they've come out very positive manner.
Down. Good knee.
Well, batting-wise, Ireland and Japan have gone pretty similarly against Sri Lanka and Australia. Just 11 runs in it in those first 2. When it comes to runs conceded, though, Ireland have done a lot better. So they've got to look at that and say, okay, well, Sri Lanka and Australia have, hit Japan around. I think we can do similar. Good second over from Palmer. 2 runs from it. 16 gone. Ireland 92 for 1.
After 16 overs, it's got 92 for 1.
.56 to win here for Ireland and get themselves in the Super 6 stage here, the men's under 19 World Cup. Catching cover, 2 men backward point, catching mid-wicket.
No. Good mama, so
It's the kind of game where you learn more from this game. If you're an Irish selector thinking, who's the next cab off the rank, you learn from this game because someone's got to stand tall for this Irish team. Lots of runs still to get. And the same for Japan. Can someone pull off an absolutely brilliant piece of bowling to get your team back on top? Because right now, Ireland kind of ahead of the game, you'd have to say, closing in on 100.
Now then, that's not far away from clipping that pad first. Was not far away from just sliding on and clipping the back pad of Adam Leckie.
The dangerous ball is the arm ball. That's not an arm ball, it's just quicker through the air, but he's got an arm ball, he's bowled that one quicker. When he takes the pace off, that's when you work the ball around. See, can you get a 2 or something like that, but play for those quicker deliveries.
Very measured here from Ireland at the moment. No need to panic, they're in control. Here. Japan supporter, stay in the game as long as you can, because generally under 19 cricket doesn't always go according to plan. Under edge. Forster Matizwa says no.
Have a look at the head position here from Leckie inside, and it just doesn't come towards the ball. Probably a little bit quick for that shot. A little ramp tickle go better.
Down.
Tidy over from Charlie Harrahins, just 3 off it. 95 for 1.
17 of down. Scores 95. Earning nearly 152 runs from 198.
Well, the Ireland Worm is charging forwards. Oh, now then, call his catch. Vacant real estate. Deep mid-wicket. Adam Leckie is full of confidence here this afternoon. He is not going to let the wrist spin of Palmer settle.
Tim Moore in the deep. He ran a very circuitous route to that delivery. It was almost like he was running around a running track. He should have been running straight in. And he stayed hugged to the boundary rope.
Yes, run.
Lovely. Really good placement from Adam Leckie. 50 partnership. This is really good.
As soon as he hit it, he said, yeah, 1. But I think as soon as it went through, he was hoping for 4, but got just a couple. Good pace on this Japan attack in general has meant the ball hasn't found it so easy to get to the rope.
Well, that's good. How impressed have you been with this batting performance so far as the 100 comes up?
I've been actually just waiting to see, not so much Ogilvie, we saw him on day 1, but Leckie, because we've heard so much about him. And it's the way he's able to find the gaps. That's the point of difference for him, compared to a lot of this batting lineup who, yes, they've all got the shots, but are they thinking the gaps every single delivery if they can't score a boundary? So that's exciting to see.
Good, Palmer.
Quite different run-up for that quicker delivery. You'll want to take a look at that, Palmer. Just maybe telegraphing the fact that he's quickening up.
Milked. 6th off the over, 101 for 1.
Gone. Scores 101. Oh.
Gambatte, mame, gambatte.
Very good from Leckie and Ogilvie. 53 off 58. More spin. Charlie Harrigan's definite grip today. Used pitch. Just offer the spinners a little bit more to work with.
Yeah, frustrating there. Ogilvie, as soon as he hit that, chastised himself. Knows he should have found the gap. It was pretty short. It was outside off.
Yeah. Big outside edge now. That should run away for at least a couple. And we'll get Ireland's wicketkeeper, Freddie Ogilvie, a really well compiled half century when his team needed it the most. Super 6 stage on the cards, and the keeper steps up.
49 in the first game, does one better on this occasion. 50 from 54 balls. We knew he was good down the ground. We knew he was good against seam. He's showing how he can play against spin now.
Very good. There's a real maturity about this innings.
Well, we saw it a couple of days ago. Malachek went to 100 with a similar shot, except it was left-handed, and it did go for 4. We asked him a couple of days ago if he felt that was out, that cut behind. He didn't think he hit it, but he hit that one.
Now, Ollie Riley's either got a cigar there or a very big bit of biltong. Pretty sure it's a lovely bit of biltong there. It might be a chili beef.
Great fuel. We're missing that in Ireland.
Got some yesterday, got some outstanding biltong yesterday. Very near the hotel, lovely little delicatessen. Top class, chili beef. Safely home, a little bit of confusion, but another good over for Ireland. 5 coming from it. One-way traffic at the moment, 106 for 1 off 19, and there's both sides will have a cold drink.
142 runs from 186 balls to win the game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for a drinks break. Stay tuned.
Wonderful scenes here as Ireland are chasing down a big score against Japan, 106 for 1, but we take you back to yesteryear. Iconic image, Harry Tector. Way back in 2018, Tector skippered Ireland. World Cup in New Zealand, amassing 216 runs at a very healthy average of 36. Scored a beautiful 100 against Namibia. Now become a mainstay of the Ireland senior men's side. A wonderful cricketer, Harry Tector. 2018. Seems like just yesterday that he was making his debut for Ireland and impressing everybody. 54 one-day internationals for Harry Tector. Look at that average, 46 for a long time. He was in the top 10 ODI batters in the world. 500s, that wonderful summer where he got a couple of great hundreds against New Zealand. Decent numbers in T20 and Test match cricket. No doubt he'll find a formula that will work for Harry Tector in Test match cricket. A lovely cricketer and comes from good cricketing stock. His brother Tim, sister Alice, and brother Jack, who's a very fine cricketer in Pembroke. And we can't forget Heatley and Anita, Harry's parents. Wonderful people, lovely family. I'm sure they'll be watching on. Lovely shot. Find a fielder, but it's a lovely, fluent, confident drive. I feel like, Izzy, that Adam Leckie's the kind of player that doesn't like to let the bowler settle.
I wonder how much they'll be willing, these two, to just milk these two spinners. They're bowling okay. Are they on top? Not really, but Adam Leckie might try and hit one of them out of the attack and see what's next.
Down. Good knee,
I don't think that's the worst ploy here. Freddie Ogilvy's 51 from 55. I'd be more than happy from a coaching standpoint for Freddie Ogilvy just to bat at his current tempo and just bat through the innings and let Adam Leckie maybe be the more aggressor of the two.
Current run rate about 5.5, required 4.5. Great power. Well, that is absolutely fantastic from Ogilvy, using the long levers, sends it in front of the fielder who just crept in off the boundary. 4 valuable runs.
Well, that's a good hit. Deep extra cover was in a rather peculiar position. He was about 25 yards off the rope and he had no chance of catching up in it. He's now positioned in his more customary extra cover on the rope.
Good knee.
Another boundary in that over. The boundaries are coming at regularlies. Nelson for 1.
So it's right. 20 overs down, ladies and gentlemen, and this goes out 111. And it makes 107 runs to win the game from 180 balls.
Zimbabwe mustered out for 128. Pakistan are the cruising. It's 9 runs to win at Takashinga Sports Club in Harare. Nice little ground, Takashinga. Played a few games there many moons ago. West Indies 234. South Africa now. They lost a couple early. 74 for 3. That's an interesting game. Run rate's okay, but those 3 early breakthroughs could hurt South Africa. Lots of importance on many fixtures, and especially right here in front of us now. This game is in Ireland's favour at the moment, but Charlie Harahins has to do something about that.
He changes it up a lot, doesn't he, Charlie Harahins? Very hard to line up, and you can see that Adam Leckie, I think out of the 2 spinners, this is the one he wants to take down.
A good sweep. It was very full. Ireland had a very, very good power play. Ireland, they had 59 for 1 in the first 10. This is overs 11 to 20, is he? And it's just more the same.
It started out with boundaries. That was the last boundary actually in those 10 overs before that one we just saw a moment ago. So you can see in the highlights the story. It's been singles and a bit of a cat and mouse between the spinners and these 2 in the middle.
Yeah, but in that's a real plus for Ireland as well. If the boundaries weren't coming, they were able to rotate, whereas they have been stuck in previous games, so much better today against spin.
Keep up.
Now then, can you? Oh, slow off the mark. Nihat Palmer has to do better there now then. We've got an injury. Have we got an injury? Well, Adam Leckie is down as... hope it's just maybe... actually knee banging into the hard turf.
It's right about here. Yeah, the bat got stuck, so that could, we've seen that plenty of times, haven't we? The ball getting stuck and you don't get your foot in. So a clean take there from Nakayama Cook. He could have been gone.
Well, I'm surprised in this day and age that batters are still batting with those square toes on the bats. You think of MS Dhoni, someone very recently now, Phil Salt, the bottom of his bat is rounded, so when you're sliding your bat, it never gets stuck into the ground. Players like a square toe, but with that rounded toe, that wouldn't happen. Direct hit, he was gone.
Yeah, in this day and age, it happens at the top level, men's and women's. Harmanpreet Kaur, World Cup final or semi-final in Australia, got her bat stuck and casually walked in, run out. really shouldn't be happening on this surface either. Nothing to stick in, but a really good opening phase there from Ireland to set things up, and meant that for between overs 11 and 20, Ogilvy and Leckie able to milk things, and a nice moment for Ogilvy as well, passing his half century.
Would you be tempted to get a seamer into the attack here with how easily Ireland are playing the spinners currently?
Go, mate.
Yes.
Nice timing. His protection in the deep.
Good, Timmy.
I reckon you've got to go to Tim Moore, don't you? He was the guy who was able to make the breakthroughs. He's taken 3 wickets more than anyone else. Came into the piece really late on in that first game. We felt they'd missed a trick, Japan. Nicely compiled over, just 3 singles once more. From it, 21 gone, Ireland 114 for 1.
Overs down, ladies and gentlemen. Scores 114 for 1. Early means 104 runs and 104 balls. So we begin.
Or spin for Ireland to face Nihat Palmer, who has been the better bowlers for Japan in this tournament. Sweeper straight down the ground, a long on and long off, a deep cover, a deep mid-wicket. Leckie, you feel something's just brewing here. He wants a piece of the spin bowler. Nicely played. Very good batting. It was short and down leg side, and Leckie very smartly into the position quickly.
I reckon he's going to be upset with himself. Someone who's very good on the sweep, no square leg. It's gone down the leg side, and he's only managed to punch it for 2. Stayed too far inside the line, actually. Managed to follow it around, but had he gone towards the ball, that's 4.
Down. Good knee. Good boy.
I think Freddie Ogilvy's more the man who's going to play it as he sees it. Gap in cover, long off, long on back. Mid-wicket right back on the rope. So if you want to work it into the leg side, there's probably 2s everywhere.
Good.
But for Leckie, he's thinking boundaries, I think, at this stage. Wants to take the game on, maybe get Japan's heads down.
Cut away off the back foot. Should get back for a couple. Big boundaries here in Windhoek. Monty Harahins out in the deep. It's not a rapid outfield either, so you do have to work hard for your runs. It's not like some grounds you go to, you punch it past the infield, it races for 4. You really do have to run your runs here, which brings your physical fitness into play.
Yeah.
Get a couple there if they're quick.
Henrik.
Well, you can pull as well.
A tiny bit more on that, and it should be 2, but he's actually moved very early, Nikhil Paul, so fair dues to him. Leckie quietly going about things. He's accumulated 31 now.
Yeah.
Well, something has to change here for Japan, because at the moment this game is getting away from them. 7 off it, 121 for 1. Games of cricket going on side by side. Hugo Tanny Kelly with his off spinners. Not bad. Part-time offie, pretty tidy. 64.9 is better bowler than that. He should get a little bit of purchase out of the surface. He's a tall man, not afraid to give it a rip. Does bring in that slog sweep for Adam Leckie, though, who he has look for the sweep shot. Now, deep mid-wicket is in play and a deep backward square, but I think Adam Leckie will fancy a slog sweep here towards that big screen.
He's a pretty tall bowler, Tanya Kelly, and he loves to bowl that ball from behind the stumps. So that's something that Ireland have to recognise and realise that actually if you do take him on, you have to put even more power into the shot.
Good.
This isn't dissimilar to playing a women's spinner. The pace he's bowling at because of the length. So what you have to recognise is you come down, if you're not there, where's my single? You have to be closer to the ball to take it on when it's that pace from that distance.
The dots on Leckie, who very evident he wants to be aggressive here.
Managing to just stay those urges to take on Tanya Kelly. I wouldn't mind maybe if Leckie, before the ball is released, comes to the offside, just changes the angle and then hard sweep leg side. I think that's a good option.
Wants two. Don't think I'm going to get two, so it's a pretty good start there from Hugo Tanya Kelly. Just 4 off it, 125 for 1. Now that gets past backward points, she'll get back for a couple. I don't think he's got the legs for a boundary, but more runs continue to flow for Ireland.
I feel for Kai Wall there. He was trying to anticipate the edge. Thought it was going to be a thin one. Wrong-footed, and yeah, never really should have been a run.
Good knee, good knee.
Well, it was wide, it was floated, and it was flogged. 6 runs. What a wonderful hit. The man from Chester Bolton Hall Cricket Club in Cheshire. A lusty blow.
Every now and then, we just see glimpses of the attacking Ogilvy. Made full use of the long levers, and I was just about to say, could they bring an extra fielder up to Ogilvy? He's not really played a shot in anger. No fielder anywhere near that anyway.
Captaincy head on. What would you do? Okay, you mentioned the fielder, but what else can the skipper do for Japan to try and turn the tide?
A great question. It's this kind of stage of the game, you're either trying to get the game to go deep or you're trying to take wickets. It looks like it's take the game deep kind of time right now. Handy single. Hugo Tanya Kelly can't cut it off. We'll get back to that. 24 gone. Ireland 134 for 1.
$134 for 1 after 24 overs, ladies and gentlemen. Ireland needs 114 runs from 156 balls to win the game. The run rate required is 4.38.
Another hot day here in Windhoek, and action is hotter in the middle. Ireland needing 4.4 runs per over, so they have this game in control. Now then, it's fine, and there's a sweeper in the deep who will mop it up and keep it to 2. What about your captaincy head? Where is your head at? What would you be trying to do?
I think keep on changing it up. Just try and make the Irish batters unsettle. I bring probably myself back on from Cato Stafford, a short spell. I bring my brother on, left arm seamer, who didn't set the world alight, but is an uncomfortable type of bowler to face on this surface. Which Harahins is it? You have to look all the way down. Monty. Just keep trying things out, because what you don't want is just Ireland to keep on milking the runs of boundary every now and then, and you lose at 5 overs to go, 9 wickets. You never know who's going to stick their hand up in a game like this as well. We saw it with the bat in hand. It give people opportunities with the ball.
Oh, put down, another chance goes a-begging. Cato Stafford, how many opportunities do you want, Japan?
That's every batter that's faced so far has been dropped for Ireland. Just rolled the wrists over the top of that one, Adam Leckie, which meant that it went a little bit closer to Cato Stafford. It was an excellent effort. Maybe the one hand would have been better. He went with 2 hands. One hand, he would have got a slightly bigger reach, and it might stick. Those ones tend to, it's either stick or twist.
Well, you mentioned a few minutes ago, when you're up against it, someone has to step up and do something brilliant, either with the ball or in the field. Eventful. 140 for 1.
Halfway through the inning, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 140 for 1. That gives 108 runs from 150 balls to win the game.
Well, this is as good a start and as good a reply that Ireland would have hoped for at the halfway stage. 92 from 101 balls. Strike rate is healthy. Leckie and Ogilvie holding Ireland together here, chasing 248. They're scoring at 5.6. The required rate is 4.3. And we're going to see Tim Moore coming on for Japan. Just a gentle medium pace, but did bowl well against Sri Lanka. Took a couple of sticks against Sri Lanka, against that formidable batting lineup.
It was a tough day. Japanese attack in that instance, taken apart Sri Lankan top order, but he managed to chip in. Made it different to the back end, put a bit of gloss on the performance.
Just a tendency, when you get a bowler who is not one of your front-line bowlers, it's easy to take your eye off the ball and just, I mean that metaphorically, is just to think that you can get stuck into him. But sometimes the most innocuous-looking bowler is sometimes the most dangerous. Ooh, it's an edge. Flies down to 3rd for 1.
7th bowler used by Japan. 26 overs we've seen. These are his pulls against Sri Lanka, breaking a big partnership. Pace off the ball. Wilco, that seems to be his modus operandi. Rolling his fingers down the side of the ball and just seeing if there's any purchase. Haven't seen anything yet from him.
It's going to be out. It is going to be out. It certainly is. Ozeki takes the catch, and Timothy Moore has come in and he's broken this partnership.
Golden arm, Tim Moore. He did it against Sri Lanka. Well, he's done it again today. Partnership of 95 for Ireland. And he's come on, he's dug one in short. And he's removed Freddie Ogilvie, who seems to be in some discomfort. Not sure whether it's cramp, really injured himself in the dismissal, but there we are, fingers down the side of the ball. Ogilvie threw the shot. Down immediately. Zeki makes no mistake in the ring with the catch. And he's got to go, Ogilvie. Looks like he might take a little while to make his way from the centre. Go, Tim, go indeed.
But he's gone now, Freddie Ogilvie. 73, it's 143 for 2. Well, he's done it again, this young bowler for Japan, Tim Moore. It's innocuous, but he just has a knack of taking wickets, top-order wickets. Freddie Ogilvie gone for 73. Tim Moore's mum, she's very happy. Get the binoculars on, your boy. That's it. Focus. That's what Tim Moore is doing as well. Yeah, and I think his father's pretty happy as well. Go Tim, he said, and Tim has certainly done that. Right, Rob O'Brien, who I think prefers a little pace on the ball, so he'll have to work for his pace against Tim Moore. Rob O'Brien, 79 against Australia here.
He played nicely that day. It was very cautious start, and then he exploded towards the end. He's got that time here. Straight away onto the back foot against Tim Moore. Back to the fielder in the deep. Yeah, he's still got 24 overs left in this chase. And Ireland, after 26, are 144 for 2.
Well, it needs 104 runs from 144 balls to win the game.
Robert O'Brien has just come in. Adam Leckie, 40 not out. Sublime innings from Freddie Ogilvie, 73 from 76. A little bit of cramps at the end, but it was the not quite the right choice of shot. The bowling of Tim Moore. Now we're going to see Hugo Tanny-Kelly bowling his brand of off-spin. I don't think that's a bad idea to come round the wicket to the left-hander.
As we see why Rob O'Brien has made his way to the middle. Freddie Ogilvie, all class in his innings, but perhaps surprised, slightly rushed by Tim Moore, who's generally been pace-off across this tournament. Got one through nicely. Rarely loses his shape, but it was enough on that occasion to lose Ogilvie his wicket. Perhaps in a bit of a heat with a bit of cramp as well.
Hugo Tanny-Kelly's had the most wonderful tournament with the bat. He's looking dangerous again today. Fortuitously, Ireland got him out fairly cheaply, so he's now turning his hand to the ball with his off-spin.
I think he'll be happy to see the end of Freddie Ogilvie's innings. He dropped him very early on inside the power play. A rare mistake. Hugo Tanny-Kelly, he's had a sublime tournament with the bat. Solid with the ball. No wickets, but he has looked cut above some of the other spinners we've seen. Got to keep this pressure on. They've got an in here, Japan. Got to get those Irish nerves played. Get on them.
keeper.
Keeper wants it. Slightly wayward throw.
Better throw, he's in serious trouble there, I'd say. Japan have struggled in the field. They've dropped more catches than anyone on show in this Under-19 World Cup. I think if the keeper is up to the stumps with a decent throw, Adam Leckie may have been short of his ground.
Good, Kazi. Here you go.
Over the quick single. It's okay, 27 gone. It's 150 up now for Ireland, 150 for 2.
Down, ladies and gentlemen. 150 runs goal for 2 wickets. Ellen 98 runs to win the game from 108 balls.
Ireland, the 150 is up. At this stage, Japan were 100 for 4 after 27 overs. Adam Leckie picking up 3 for 44. Ollie Riley 3 for 52 from the skipper. It's, Tim Moore picked up a wicket in his first over. Freddie Ogilvie back in the dressing room.
He just taps that one on the head. Really tidy innings from Freddie Ogilvie. Backed it up, 49 against Australia. That in the second game. Such a confident front foot player. That was a highlight, a rare instance of rocking back, sending that for 6. He tried to do it again. Unfortunately, on that occasion, paid the price. Not quite making the same connection, and he'll be frustrated. The tempo of the game was there for him to just work it around and work his way towards a landmark, but still, 73 runs to his name in the World Cup.
He's got a bit of bat on this, or a bit of glove. Yeah, you've got to keep concentrating. Whatever Tim Moore is serving up here, and there's a whole mixture of, you're right, Ben, he runs his fingers down the side of the ball. He pace off is what he likes to serve up. He's gone. He's gone. It is so simply done, and Tim Moore has done it again. 2 in 2. His mum is the proudest mum in Windhoek right now.
That is all but a carbon copy of the dismissal of Freddie Ogilvie. These two were so well set, controlling this game, and Tim Moore once again goes short. That's a quick delivery. Adam Leckie skies it, no control, and the bowler pouches it. She's loving it. Zumakata Stafford is loving it. Adam Leckie not so much. He goes for 44 from 57 balls, and Ireland, out of nowhere, are 150 for 3.
Well, they are very chuffed parents. Mr. and Mrs. Moore, their son has just ripped out the 2 players for Ireland who are taking this game away from Japan. Tim Moore, who was born in the UK but has lived most of his life in Japan, and he went to the British school in Tokyo. But this, he's just testing out Adam Leckie. You don't really have to play it. That's the point I made when he came on to bowl. Just have to keep concentrating. You don't take your eye off the ball when a lesser, well, certainly not a frontline bowler, but the more he's bowled in this tournament, the more he's become a frontline bowler. Fair play, 2 for 5.
Yeah, 2.
And once again, it's Rob O'Brien, as it was against Australia, who's going to have to assume responsibility here. 153 for 3 off 28.
After uninterrupted 8 overs, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 153 for 3. Run rate required is 4.32. And needs 95 runs to win the game.
Well, this batting now, there'll be some nervous Ireland batters in that dressing room. Marco Bates in at 6. Sebastian Dijkstra, he's had a pretty horrifying time in the field. He's dropped catches, he looks a nervous cricketer in this tournament. Right, skipper, Kazuma Kato Stafford, left arm. Two ways that Sebastian Dijkstra can view his contribution now is to completely clear his mind of his mishaps in the field and say, right, I'm here because I've been selected. I'm here because I'm good enough. Get your mind sorted and get Ireland home.
Comes into this tournament as one of the more highly rated players in this Irish side. He is not a passenger. He is here to contribute. Needs to get his head on though. Yes, no, yes, no, no. Dijkstra and O'Brien, both new to the crease. Just need to take a moment here, Ireland. The required rate is only 4.4. Got a lot of time left in this game. Don't need to be taking risks, whether it's running or aerial shots. O'Brien's home comfortably. Let's not take that risk again. That's what the Irish dressing will be thinking.
Good boy.
Charlie Harahins in that backward point position. He's a very busy man in that backward point, especially when his skipper's bowling, because the skipper generally pushes across right-handers, and if you're looking at the angles, it's going to go into that backward point position. There he is, just there. Two is the call. He's not going to get close.
Let's make this perfectly clear. Ireland were 143 for 1 and they were in control. However, would be the highest chase for an Irish men's side in an under-19 ODI, and comfortably. The previous best was 218 back in 2010 against the United States. This is uncharted territory for this batting unit. They've got time. Take a breath.
Rob O'Brien was the top scorer against Australia.
Took his time, started out cautiously, but then, as you can see here, started to bring out the strokes. He's a 360 player, that reverse sweep, accessing the offside. By the end of the innings, he looked as good as anyone we've seen in this tournament, and Ireland need him to bring that A-game now.
That'll be a reload. Rob O'Brien, he did take his time, and really that's all he has to do here. Ireland need 93 from 127. Rob O'Brien's got a lot of time just to set his stall out. Love this. It's the end of 29 overs, 156 for 3.
29 overs down, ladies and gentlemen. 156 for 3.
Elsewhere, over in Group C, Zimbabwe by 8 wickets to Pakistan. However, not all bad news. Skyler Nakayama Cook unable to take that one cleanly. But by the slimmest of margins, Zimbabwe beaten out Scotland. Look at that net run rate column on the right-hand side there. 0.07. We've seen Zimbabwe, the co-hosts of this World Cup, sneak through into the Super 6 stage. Extra rocks back. Moore's short deliveries have been pretty dangerous in the last few overs, Alan Wilkins, but Dijkstra still happy to take it on.
Yeah. Again, Dijkstra and O'Brien have got to reset here. They've only just come in, 8 from 11. Ireland were coasting at 143 for 1. And Tim Moore came on and changed the entire complexion of this chase.
Nicely chopped away by Rob O'Brien. Come back for 2. I'll make it comfortably. Speaking of some cricket elsewhere, just a hop and a skip away, a crossover at the HP Oval. South Africa 121 for 5, chasing down 2-3-4. In order to beat the West Indies, they're fighting out to come second in that group, behind Afghanistan.
Problem is they're 5 down. See, that's the kind of delivery that Tim Moore believes that he can send down. He's a thinking bowler, this fellow. Tim Moore is sending the occasional delivery down and he's inducing the mistake. And even that can easily get a glove straight through to the keeper. Don't play it. Yeah.
Wait there. Good one, man.
See, this is short. This is to Ogilvie. He's in no position to play it, and this was, again, and you knew straight away that Adam Leckie was in no position to play that ball. Leave them alone. Unless you want to see Mum dancing around the ground again.
Brian, rather more conservatively, knocks that one into the outfield for 1. And Ireland move along at the 30th over mark, 161 for 3.
After 30 overs, the scores are 161 for 3. Early wins are 87 runs to win the game on 124.
Big moments in this crucial Group A clash. Japan have managed to break that partnership between Adam Leckie and Freddie Ogilvie, just short of a century partnership. Struck twice quickly. Captain Cato Stafford is on. He will not learn, the Irish batters. Rob O'Brien, I should say. At the last minute, just pulling inside the line. The short ball's been there their bête noire in the last 5 overs.
Well, it has, and yet, I mean, we don't have any speed guns here, but I think that Tim Moore's pace with the short ball is a little bit quicker than you think. It's on both those wickets, the ball was onto them quicker than they anticipated. Still, they were poor shots.
Nicely in behind it, Rob O'Brien. I'd say that Japan's captain is almost the opposite. I think he looks a bit sharper when he goes fuller. When he digs it in, he sometimes sits up a little bit. These little things that you do start to notice more as you face more of a bowler, and that's why they've got the time in these 20 overs to just let this game settle.
They do. Absolutely right. 87 required from 118. O'Brien knows the pace of this pitch. He scored 79 on it.
Nicely played by Rob O'Brien. Nothing more than a push. Brings him one. And Ireland, well, they were all in control for the majority of that 21 to 30 over phase. Adam Leckie and Freddie Ogilvie played really nicely for their 95 partnership, and then Timothy Moore arrived. And said, I've had enough of this. Took a couple up the chute. They took the catches. Japan hasn't always been the case. Japan are right back in the game now. Consistent in scoring rate. Ireland around that 5 runs and over, 6 runs and over. 2 wickets has changed the complexion of the game. He was drifting. If we're honest, we've got a contest now. And right back in it. Cato Stafford knows it. That's why he's at the crease. That's why he's got the ball in hand. Captain taking responsibility, taking this game as close as he can. Seb Dexter has leapt on that. We spoke about Cato Stafford dropping short. Well, that sat up nicely, and Dexter has got his hands through it. That's how you play the short ball.
Crucial element of this shot is that he's rolled his wrists and he's kept the ball down. And that shot will make him, I think it'll be a trigger for him. He's probably had seeds of doubt in his head because of the drop catches and his misfields, but he's back and he's got the bat.
Finish one off. For my money, best shot in the game. Pull in front of square off the seamer. Thank you, Seb Dexter. Ireland 167 for 3.
Everyone on the phone. 167 runs for 3. 81 runs.
81 from 114 balls. That's the equation for Ireland. Plenty of time to get these runs, but Timothy Moore has come in, struck twice and changed this game. Continues. Seb Dexter just tucking that round the corner, and he'll come back for 2. Good running from the Irish pair. Alan Wilkins alongside me. If you were trying to build pressure on this pair of Dexter and O'Brien, trying to sneak through some spare overs from the change bowlers, or are you happy with the strike bowlers in operation?
Well, I think you've got a combination of both. I think the skipper himself, he knows that he's one of those lead bowlers, and he's given himself a couple of overs to come back. Kai Wall, I'm not sure that he's going to be a frontline bowler, even though he took the new ball. It's not going to be swinging now for him. So in some way, this Japan attack, it's got a sort of a bits and pieces kind of look to it. They all chip in with various ways with the ball. But the surprise element has been, in 2 games, Tim Moore, and that's what he's done.
Has been a surprise, but he's bowled nicely. Tim Moore generally hitting the middle of the pitch.
Nothing like an ice cream on a day like this. Wouldn't last too long though, would it? It's so hot.
Extra just drops back, cuts that away. He's looked to go square so far. Happy to cut the singles and the twos for now. Nice to see our production staff making sure they've got an ice cream in hand. Alan Wilkins?
They work very hard, so I think they deserve every little ice cream they can get their hands on.
Nicely in behind, Seb Dexter. Hasn't looked hugely confident throughout this tournament, as you mentioned, Alan Wilkins. Field, and with the bat, hasn't bowled yet, is renowned for his bowling. That was a nice leg spin. For whatever reason, hasn't been used by Ollie Riley so far in this World Cup.
Yeah, and so he's probably well down in confidence. And this is a wonderful stage for him now. I think that's going to be a no ball. It has to be. Has to be a no ball.
I wonder whether that's an attempted roll of the fingers from Tim Moore. Very rare that you see a bowler lose his length, lose their length by quite such a margin. Yeah, it's just slipped out the tips of the fingers. Dex just done well to pick it up. Tricky sometimes when it's like that out of nowhere. Dispatched it to the boundary. Now it's a free hit. It's a chance to free his arms. Get his innings going. He's going to run a ball. Not dissimilar to the dismissals of Ogilvy and Leckie, but on this occasion, Dexter survives. 32 gone, Ireland 177 for 3.
Overs gone, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 177 for 3. Ireland needs 71 runs from 108 balls to win.
No ball four. Didn't make use of the free hit. Seb Dijkstra had the wherewithal to run down the other end. Back-to-back boundaries would have really got his innings up and running, but it is his highest score so far this World Cup. Batted at number 3 the first couple of innings and dropped down to number 5. Farmer, the leg spinner, into the attack. A little tickle around the corner. What do you make of this change, Niall Brown?
Yeah, don't mind. They have to just keep chopping and changing.
Good, Nate.
Desperate for wickets here in Japan. They really do to pick up another couple. So for Sean O'Brien,
Good knee.
Rob O'Brien rather. Sean's his older brother. Seb Dexter.
Good knee.
Sean's upstairs. I'm sure you were just chatting to him. That's why you mixed it up.
Yes, I did speak to Sean, Rob's brother, a little bit earlier on. It's good to see him over from Marseille. Good sweep. I like that sweep. It was
Really like that. The innovation from Dijkstra, went across and swept that fine, but misses the 45 fielder.
Oh, what a wonderful shot this is. Gets outside the line, so picks the line, but when you're sweeping, the most important thing is to pick the length. That's an excellent shot. Really good start here against the wrist spinner.
Follows it up with a single. Clever stuff. Dijkstra was mentioned by Ben Jones there. He's a premier leg spinner. He's just struggling, I think, with a little bit of a back injury. Not much coming out of the Irish dressing room, but he certainly would have bowled in every game. Would have bowled in every game if he wasn't struggling with something. And he is a confidence player, so not bowling, he's put a lot of pressure on himself and maybe been found wanting in the field. So third game, desperate to make a score. Great opportunity for him to show what he's made of.
Good knee.
Brian just pushes that one back. So the boundary slightly running that over for Palmer. The 4 and the 1 in it. 33 gone, 182 for 3 Ireland.
Charlie.
Change in bowling. Takes Ren O'Brien rebuilding. It was that second wicket partnership from Leckie and Ogilvie that broke the back of the early chase after West and Ogilvie started well. But then a couple of quick wickets got Japan back into this game, and a little bit of a question for you, Niall O'Brien. What do you make of this bowling change?
Well, it's a strange one because Tim Moore's been their best bowler. Again, 2 for 21. He's only bowled 4 overs, so it's not as if he's been excessively used. 7 options used so far. Charlie Harahin's had a good day so far. He's looked a lot better with the ball today. Rob O'Brien wouldn't be as comfortable against spin as he is against seam, so maybe may have played into the decision making of the captain.
A little bit quicker, well dealt with by O'Brien. It's something that you notice about him in particular. He'll get in position, and if it's not the right option, he's able to keep his wicket. Places a lot of rand on his wicket. So yeah, I have a little bit of a theory as well about Tim Moore. Wasn't selected in the second game because he was ill, and apparently touch and go for this. He's touch and go for this game because he wasn't well, so maybe he just doesn't have it in him. He put a big shift in, bowling into the surface there, the right arm medium pacer. Oh, there he is. So maybe they're just giving him a little bit of a break to come back.
Well, it's a strange call to not have Tim Moore continue because he's been far and away their best bowler. Always looking, always threatening to take wickets. Japan need wickets. They've clawed themselves back into the contest, but they can't afford even a 2 or 3 overs where Ireland just milk it and knock it around. They can't afford that.
Maybe just a reflex reaction because of that no ball. It was an attempted slower ball, but everyone makes mistakes. I don't think one ball like that should mean you change the bowling.
Moving absolutely fine. So I'm not sure the reasoning, unless he's going to maybe switch ends potentially. But Palmer's just been brought back into the attack as well, so double change.
Dances down. And that's a beautiful connection from Rob O'Brien. Saw the line, saw the pace off, helps himself to his first 6. 34 gone. Ireland 191 for 3.
Ireland needs 67 runs from 96 balls to win the game.
Eleven 4s, 3 6s in Ireland's innings so far. Japan 21 4s and 4 6s. But Ireland look to be cruising. That shows you the difference in how they've gone about things when they haven't been scoring boundaries.
Well, Rob O'Brien has absolutely climbed into this. Lovely footwork. And a clean swing of the blade. Great connection. It's a good hit down there. Really good aggression from the southpaw.
Big strap has the strike, but well, I don't know if you've seen much of Rob O'Brien playing hockey. I'm sure you have, Niall. He's very good at overheads. Shows the strength he has in his core and his glutes. They have brilliant overheads from centre back. He can put them anywhere in the pitch. So that was something that surprised me when I saw him last year, even younger. He could put it pretty much anywhere in the park. So he's a lot stronger than he might look.
He's strong, don't worry about that. He is built. And down at Railway Union Cricket Club, where he plays his cricket, they've got the gymnasium there. They've got a wonderful setup with the new indoor facility in connection with Evans Academy, and they've got some state-of-the-art facilities to use.
I got a text message in the Railway Hockey Group, only €75 to use the gym for the year. That's got to be the cheapest gym going around.
It's a waste of €75. I can think of better ways to spend €75.
Goodness me!
Well, if you want a gym membership and you haven't got another 400 to put in front of it, then it's a good place to go for your member. I think you have to be a member to avail of that deal. Quicker delivery. Just punched out to the leg side.
Well, Japan have just gone quiet. Just looking out the window, Izzy, they've gone a little bit quiet in the field. They're not running through the overs. There's not a great deal of excitement. And the ring need to create an atmosphere.
Doesn't manage to find the gap. Quiet over for Ireland. Good from Farmer again. 15 overs to go. Ireland 193 for 3.
Take back the best one, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 193 for 3. Run rate required is 3.67. The partnership between Tuska and O'Brien.
Ireland for their second wicket. They were going so well. Ogilvie and Leckie added 94 before both batters dismissed in a similar fashion by Moore. Then O'Brien and Dijkstra, it was all about their mindset when they came out. Could they steady the ship? They certainly have so far. Partnership of 43, and that worm has stayed above Japan's for pretty much the whole innings. So maturity being shown out here by some Irish batters, and they'll be hoping to go through to Super 6. Extra man inside the ring. Japan on the attack.
Yeah, I like that from the captain, but I think he could go in the slip cordon. Put him in slip as opposed to a backward point and the catching cover. I would like to see a slip in there for the left-hander.
Yeah, the three that are out, mid-wicket, long on, cover. It's slightly split, but Rob O'Brien very good through backward points, so they've shored that area up. Dances down, takes the fielder on. Has he hit it straight to him? Caught. The carrot was dangled. Is there another twist in this tale? Rob O'Brien looked to repeat his heroics of the previous over, but didn't get the connection. Gabriel Harahins in the game takes a decent catch from the bowling of his brother.
Well, premeditated, and it's a seam-up delivery. Pushes it through. The bat closing on impact, and just when we felt Japan were about to throw the towel, and they fight back. Rob O'Brien gone for 18, needed more. 193 for 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert O'Brien. Robert O'Brien to pass the field. In a good partnership.
Marco Bates in at number 6. He would have been hoping to possibly not bat. If he was going to, maybe later. It was caught in two minds there, Rob O'Brien. Do I attack? Do I just take the singles on offer?
Well, right now we're going to see how good a captain Cato Stafford is, because if he gets his plans right here and his tactics and his bowlers and fielders back him up, Japan can get themselves right in this contest. So now the captain has to show some real skill in how he marshals his troops here, because it's game on again.
Full wide, excellent stuff from the keeper behind the stumps. Nice movement.
Yeah, great gloves. Skylar Nakayama Cook, beautiful glove work there. Not easy, wide, full ball to take.
Pace off. Marco Bates in position so early.
Well, this is a disappointing dismissal. The game was pretty much done and dusted. No need to take that man on. The previous over went for 6. Let the opposition back in. It's all learning. They're all young men. Every day is a school day, but Rob O'Brien will be kicking himself back in the sheds.
Wicket maiden. We asked who was going to stand up for Japan. It's looking like Hara Hinds. 36 gone. Ireland 193 for 4.
Take 6 overs gone, ladies and gentlemen. The scores are 193 for 4. Ireland needs 65 runs from 8 purpose to win the game.
Straight shootout between Ireland and Japan for 3rd spot. Whoever gets that faces off against Afghanistan and most likely West Indies in Super 6s. Armour continues. Now a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Seb Dijkstra. We've seen the Ireland batters by and large getting themselves out. So it needs a couple of batters, to just keep their heads in a what should be an easy chase.
Well, Googly at the back of the hand, nicely disguised. What about Seb Dijkstra? He's 26 and he has to be there at the end. What kind of mindset, what a character is he?
Well, as we've actually seen and everyone's pointed out, he puts a lot of pressure on himself. He's that kind of character, quite a serious character. And not bowling leg spin will play in his mind. But he has been in Australia before Christmas, been training away in Melbourne and Brighton CC and training with the international cricket program over there. So he's highly thought of. In Ireland, the Dijkstras in general are highly thought of. There's 3 brothers. Isaac was the oldest, very good in-swing bowler, didn't quite make it into senior levels, and then Jan is the youngest. He's in Cape Town at the moment. He's studying in the second half of his 4th year there. A little bit full for that shot. Japan recognizing they can put the squeeze on. Another quick spin over, 2 runs from it. 13 to go. Ireland in a pretty good position, 195 for 4, but they'll welcome the break. It's time for both sides to have a drink.
Ireland needs 53 runs from 8 balls to win the game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for drinks break. Stay tuned for more cricket coming soon.
Welcome back to a very warm Namibia cricket ground in Windhoek. If we're warm in here, the players must be warm out there.
Well, that was a beauty. James West cleaned up by the captain, Cato Stafford. They needed that early breakthrough. Ireland had got off to quite a good start. Freddie Ogilvie played beautifully for a 7-3, bumped out by Tim Moore and Adam Leckie. Tim Moore, underestimate him at your peril. And then Rob O'Brien, closs one, taking on the man in the deep. And Japan have just got themselves back in the contest.
What will please the Irish coaching staff is the couple of partnerships up the top, and then Dykstra and O'Brien on 43. The game was in their hands, but we've been calling out for a tight game in Group A. Are we going to get one here?
I hope so. I'd love a little nail biter.
Messages start coming, pinging through to Niall O'Brien from Ireland. Charlie Harahins just continues along his merry way.
They can message all they want. My battery's dead. Battery gone on the phone. You can say whatever you want. I won't be hearing, I won't be seeing, I won't be replying.
That's all that work you're doing.
Let's go, mama.
So single to start things off. Dykstra on strike. He had just been getting going and Rob O'Brien rather threw it away. They're going to run a quick single and call is to hold for the fielder.
I don't mind the single, it's fine. Gets Dykstra off strike, it gets Bates on strike, 2 from 9. Now this is where you squeeze as a fielding unit. Cover comes in tighter, pointers come in tighter, mid-wicket is sniffing around for a catch.
Delighted, and the fielder in point is nice and tight, so no single.
Well, that's all you got to try and do, Japan, right now is get Dykstra off strike and then get 2 or 3 dots each over against Bates. That will create pressure.
Yes.
Manages to find the gap on this occasion. Another dot would have set them right up here in this over. Japan.
Mentioned not long ago they were a little bit quiet, and since that wicket of Rob O'Brien, got 6 men in the ring and they're up and about Japan.
I felt Ireland at times were too tight actually at the back end when Japan were on the march. So it's all about judging. When do we come in? When do we drop back? Still quite tight in the ring. They want to keep Dykstra off strike for the next over. But he manages to find the space at long on. Not a bad over for Japan, 4 from it. 38 overs gone, 199 for 4 Ireland.
After 38 overs, 199 for 4. Early meet, 49 runs, approximately 2 balls to win the game.
Forrest Matizwa, one of our standing umpires today.
Good knee.
Slightly
good
quicker
knee.
from Palmer, bowling his final over this group phase. And there's Faisal Afridi at the other end. From Pakistan. Onto the back foot. I think Seb Dykstra feels like he has to just keep working the ball around, make sure that he's the man that's there at the end.
Well, and that's the right ploy, because if Dykstra's there at the end, Ireland will win. 200 comes up. If Dykstra's there at the end of this game, Ireland will win the match. You just need somebody to stay with them and just give them the strike back, feed the strike.
No.
This is where Japan, they can really squeeze it.
Knee, good knee.
Get 3 dots and over against Bates, and it puts pressure on Dykstra, who at the moment is in good rhythm.
Nice shot down the ground. It's a little bit fuller. Bates isn't thinking that he's the junior partner here. He seems like a confident guy. Athletic as well, so quick up and down the field. Palmer, you feel like he would be getting better returns. And Nice sweep shot from Seb Dijkstra again, but the protection's there after he's played that shot previously. But Palmer, you feel that he should maybe have taken a few more wickets in this group phase?
No, I think he's bowled pretty well. I'm just looking through the options here. Cato Stafford's got 3. Will he go back to Wall? 3 overs for 21.
Yes.
No for single. Does the captain see seam or spin being the identifying factor at the back end? 39 done, 203 for 4.
39 is gone. Scores 203 for 4. Ireland needs with 5 runs from 66 balls to win.
Who's going to get the ball in hand? 1 over remaining for Hara Hinds, but he's been whipped out of the attack, and a little bit of a surprise. Paul back in.
Well, let's see how it transpires, but I don't get the call. There's 11 overs remaining. Cato Stafford's got 3. Moore has 6 overs up his sleeve. Charlie Harrahins has 1 over left. Wall's got plenty. Paul's bowled 3 overs, 0 for 26. I don't get this play. May well work out for Japan, but I think there's better options. For me, Timothy Moore, as long as he's fit and able right now, should be bowling this over. And then supported from the other end from the captain, Cato Stafford.
Into the pitch, calls of 2. He's on the back foot, but he is an athlete. Marco Bates opts not to come back and take on the field.
Yeah, Moore on the pitch, so he's fitting well. And he has been the trump card for Japan. Before today, Japan and Ireland, for that matter, had only taken 6 wickets, 3 wickets each match, excluding runouts. So wickets have been hard to come by, but Timothy Moore has been one bowler that really has threatened every time he's had the ball in his hand.
Short wide, a little bit too easy for Ireland. They're not really making Japan pay for this decision, but it doesn't feel like a wicket's coming anytime soon.
No, and you've captained a lot, and when you're presented with this position as a captain, how do you win the game? By getting wickets. So you have to get your wicket takers back into the game. You can't just try and eke a couple of overs out, because at the time those overs have been bowled and Ireland have ticked it around, that game could easily just drifted away.
Spot on, Niall. Better. He's been better in this spell than in his first, Paul, but I think it's a case of thinking about the later overs too much. Who's going to bowl my final overs? That's more T20 and when you're bowling first. But when you're defending what looks a little bit below par on this surface, from what we've seen from Ireland today, you have to bowl your best bowlers now, and then if you lose at the back end because you haven't kept them, then so be it. Roll of the fingers over. Good positive call from Marco Bates. Probably a bowler light Japan, it's looking like right now. Tony Kelly still has overs as well. Leg side, has he found the gap? No, straight to the fielder in the deep. Just singles so far.
All they need, 4 singles and over, is absolutely fine. Huge game for both these sides. They would have been eyeing up this fixture before they set off from Japan and from Ireland. Yes, they wanted to beat Australia and Sri Lanka, but this game was the one they both sides would definitely have been targeting.
Another little slower ball to get out of the over. Handy stuff from Paul. 10 overs to go. Ireland 207 for 4.
10 overs to go. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 overs, The scores are 207 for 4. Run rate required is 4.10. Erling needs 41 runs from 60 balls to win the game.
Well, is this the moment? Tim Moore. He's changed ends, but he is the one who has come up with the crucial wickets as we enter the final power play. Just 41 runs required for Ireland, but don't take your eyes off this man, Tim Moore. Just a single to start with. Niall O'Brien's still on with me. It's his changes in pace and his changes in length. Seems to have a real variety and uses them well.
Yeah, his short ball is definitely the surprise ball, but the change of ends is a little bit perplexing. When he picked up those 3 wickets in their first game, he generally bowled all his overs from the north end, the Commons box end, and today wickets from the Commons box end again, but switched it round.
Yes, push, push, push.
That's nicely punched into the gap. He thought about the second, but it was good fielding. Zeki, it was out there, he just kept it to 1.
Brilliant fielding. He was rapid in the deep. He charged around to his left, picked it up and threw a bullet into the keeper.
It's the same spot. Zeki, it's more there to prevent the runs. At the moment, they're happy to take the singles. It's sensible batting at this point. I think with 38 required now, they've got 57 balls, but pressure does really strange things in do-or-die games.
Yes, 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 yes.
They put pressure on the fielder, and that's a terrific bit of fielding, direct hit. Yeah, Palmer that was with the throw.
Very good fielding. Pick up and throw. Good call, I must say. Very good from Bates. Marco Bates has been a good judge of a single in his innings so far. He's dinked a run 3 or 4 times.
Lovely pull and great placement. Just gets it past Harahins. There's the release.
Well, there's a couple of huge plus points in this run chase for Ireland, and it's the return to form of Adam Leckie and of Seb Dijkstra. 2 players that we know are very capable, but have been a little bit shy in the run scoring department to date. But today, they've both played really well.
Scoring off every ball of the over. 9 off it. Good one for Ireland. They are 216 for 4.
41 overs gone, 216 for 4. Erling needs 32 runs from 4 balls to win the game.
Two runs stand between Ireland and the Super Sixers. The winner of this game, they will continue on. Japan still searching for their first win at this tournament and their second appearance. at the ICC Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup. A poll to continue.
Well, Ireland in third set of 10. A few gifts, it must be said, but I think their stroke play, their match awareness generally was very good. Rob O'Brien hitting a big six, trying to repeat the dose. Perishes in the deep.
Oh, and Pole, a little bit of deception.
Cross seam again here for Pole.
Doesn't work from on that occasion. This would mean so much to Japan to win this game. They desperately need wickets. Look at the way the innings has panned out, but to get a win, I was told, just by making the last Under-19s World Cup, gave them a huge boost in Japan. They had a big influx of players, both within Japan itself and from other countries who were eligible, who were desperate to play because it got so much publicity. So their second appearance will give them a boost again, but boy, a win, well, that'd do something.
Yeah, and the really great thing about, if you want to play for Japan, it's you have to commit to cricket in the country as well. Shouldn't be a single there. Good fielding at backward point. You see players around the world in various teams and they're eligible and all of a sudden they're playing for their country without really committing, but the word on the street is from people within cricket in Japan, if you want to play, yes, we're open and we're interested to have the conversation, but you have to commit and come play some cricket in Japan, which is great.
It's grown massively. 10 years ago they had 2 divisions, handful of teams, that's doubled now. Got 4 divisions, about 40 teams there. Have an FA Cup kind of tournament as well, and that's quadrupled in recent years, so exciting times for Japan. Overdone, 2 runs coming from it. Ireland 218 for 4.
Ireland 218. 4 wickets. Ireland needs 30 runs from 48 balls to win the game.
Darkening skies and plenty of tension here in Windhoek. Ireland need 30. Japan desperately need wickets. Charlie Harahins, the captain. Just little brains trust.
I think they've got to bring a man in here, Japan. I think they've got to roll the dice now. Rates below 4 and over. I think they've got to bring an extra man or 2 inside the ring, and they have done. Long off has come in.
Firmly driven by Bates. He's been a really good foil, Bates, since he came in.
He's played nicely. Partnership is 27 off 43, and that's all that's required. Knocked it about, he's had a solid defence, and he's generally given strike back to Dijkstra.
go back to the sprightly start that Ireland got off to, 59 in the power play, taking a decent chunk out of the chase when the ball was hard, and now puts them in the position where they can knock it around.
Well, you go back to the drop catches. Skylar Yakayama Cook, simple catch, and then Hugo Tani Kelly, a simple catch. So routine catches costing runs, and a lot of runs. That power play, yes, it was 59 for 1, but realistically, you take those 2 chances and they were gilt edge. Could have looked a lot different, and this last passage now might be more like a 5 or 6 and over chase as opposed to 3.7.
Four singles off the over, it's enough. After 43, Ireland cruising now, 26 needed, 43 overs gone.
The score is 222 for 4. Ireland needs 6 runs for 42 balls to win the game.
A lot of discussions going on out in the middle at the moment. It's Japan. Oh, they're running out of ideas. It's going to be Tani Kelly, being the hero for them on a number of occasions. Brilliant with the bat, working hard with the ball. Can he pull off something miraculous?
Good Hugo, good boy. Soccer, soccer.
6 inside the ring. So this is the roll of the dice that I mentioned. Catch a mid-wicket in case anything is chipped uppishly.
A deft little shot, didn't get much of it, but enough off the pad to get through.
How brave will the captain, Kato Stafford, be now against Dijkstra, who is well set on 42. Yeah, he's going to keep the 6 inside, so an opportunity if you want Dijkstra to go inside out over the off.
Well, no, he drags that down too much on the leg side. Dijkstra says thank you very much. Mighty blow for Ireland.
Well, that is a poor, poor ball. It's a drag down and gets exactly what it deserves.
Good Hugo. Let's go, Danny.
Had been prepared to do it in singles. Just that 1-6 though, it releases even more pressure. Well, it's another poor ball, not punished to the same degree.
No.
44 overs gone. Ireland need just 18, 230 for 4.
After 4 overs, ladies and gentlemen. 230 for 4. Ireland needs 18 runs from 36 balls to win the game.
Terrific partnership. 37 off 53 for Dijkstra and Bates. Ogilvy and Leckie earlier on, they really took a massive chunk out of this chase. Just 18 required now. Captain Cato Stafford running out of options. He's brought himself on. He's taking the responsibility and the ball in his own hands. A run through for the leg by. So Dijkstra doesn't get his 50. I don't think he'll be worrying about that at all at the moment. It's all about victory, getting through to the Super Sixes.
Cato Stafford, no slip in play. 6 men in the ring. Catchers behind the wicket. 2 catchers at cover and short mid-wicket.
It's a slower ball. Bates very watchful. Well, that one's aerial. It's going to be caught. Yes, it is. Nico Paul takes the catch. Oh, maybe. Can there be something miraculous? Tim Moore's mum hopes so. Cato Stafford strikes. It's the end of Bates.
Well, another dismissal from a short ball. Bates only helps it on his way. If he has a full flourish of that, that would have carried all the way for 6. It's a good catch. Nikhil Paul in the deep, contributing. Marco Bates, useful 11. 231 for 5.
Well, Japan's skipper taking matters into his own hands with the wicket, and Ireland's captain takes matters into his own hands, coming up the order, says, I want to get the job done. He can hit a long ball, can Ollie Riley.
It's an interesting call. He is in a bit of touch. He's 31 not out against Sri Lanka in match 13, so he is seeing the ball nicely. Around the wicket now from Cato Stafford.
Do you love this? Captain v captain, wanting to lead their sides.
Another short ball. If you just look at Bates' shot there, he's only trying to help it on its way. If he has a full-blooded pull shot there, it's going to go all the way for 6. He'll be seething back in the sheds that he didn't give it a bit more.
Well, that's nicely punched. Be at least a couple. Settle for 2.
Back.
Waited for it.
Keep up.
Gets it past the fielder. 45 overs gone. Ireland getting close. 234 for 5.
Five more overs to go. After the 5 overs, it's 234 to 5. Ireland needs 14 runs for 30 balls to win the game.
Stand up then so I can see the Just 14 needed now for Ireland to get themselves into the Super 6 stage. This has been a wonderfully crafted chase. Ollie Riley, the captain, has promoted himself ahead of Bruce Whaley, who was brought back into the side. He's a genuine batter, but Riley has been in good touch. Isabel Joyce alongside. There's been a couple of little jitters along the way, but it's been pretty smooth and plain sailing in the main.
It's been exciting to watch. We're always wondering how far can Ireland go in these under-19 tournaments. Had their best ever finish in the last edition, 8th. So Ireland are going to have to go some to equal that this time around. But I think with the way Ollie Riley spoke at the toss and how he relishes the challenge of captaincy, no surprise to see him promoting himself up the order.
Yeah, he's a good cricketer, Ollie Riley. He's obviously got the ability with the ball in hand. He's got every natural attribute you should wish for. But also, from a batting perspective, he's definitely improved his batting. How he talks at the toss and how he speaks in interviews and press conferences, he really does seem to be a confident young man. Now, Seb Dijkstra, 49 not out. He's had a quiet tournament, but he's come alive today when it's mattered most.
Good call that from Ollie Riley. Seb Dijkstra needs one, but Riley just kept his head. I'm always interested to see how captaincy sits on a player, because it doesn't fit everyone's head very well because of the extra pressure. But I think that might be why he's batting so well, Ollie Riley.
Stay patient. Stay patient. Just 13 needed. And Ollie Riley's just walking down to his batter saying, don't worry, you've played superbly well so far. A couple of dot balls will not hurt us at this stage. Good from Nikhil Paul, this. 3 dots.
This is actually what you expect from him. I think he'll look back and be very disappointed with his opening, well, his first spell, Paul. He was down leg side, just trying too hard. He's a canny customer because he's quite tall, so into the surface, outside off, all the fielders up on the offside.
Oh, well. 4 dots. You can just hear the chat. I don't know if you can hear through the stump mic, but here we go. 1 wicket is the chat. And they're right, Japan. 1 wicket here. Get 2 new men at the crease for the last 4 overs, and you never know. Single and a half century. Seb Dijkstra. The talent from Marion has stood up and been counted when his team has needed him the most. Wonderful innings of 56 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. 46 bowled, 236 for 5. Someone wake that man up. He's a security guard. What's happening? Lovely half century. Seb Dijkstra. 2 players stepping up, is he, today? Dijkstra and Adam Leckie. when it really mattered.
And they're desperate as well to go into 2 big games and maybe add runs. Dijkstra and Leckie. Dijkstra's dad, Christian's here. Mum Jill went home earlier in the week. I'm sure she's watching from home and delighted to see her son really show what he can do. He was very disappointed not to score runs in the first 2 games.
Eight in the circle. 8 in the circle is the sweeper, deep square leg. That's the only player outside the ring. Talk about a squeeze.
Get one through and see what Japan can do. Can they hold their nerve?
Well, inside edge past the keeper. Doesn't have the legs, it's a bit ungainly. You can understand the batter's thought process, men inside. It's just that little bit of pressure. This game isn't over yet.
It's a couple of inside edges now from Seb Dijkstra. The angle just causing problems. Went to go 2 leg side. It should have gone over mid-off. There to hit. Can't go short though, Cato Stafford. I'd like to see him drop fine leg and just open it up in the batter's mind that he could go short.
Misfield and a groan. Ozeki. Can we get back for 3? I think they should get back for a 3rd. There's good hustle. Excellent running. Very good.
Brilliant calculated risk from Ollie Riley there. Could have easily been run out there, Seb Dijkstra, if the throw had been good, but every single run is gold. And I wondered, would they be able to stand tall here, Japan, with the pressure on, with the ring in? No, the misfield. And Ollie Riley, the tall man at the crease now. What does Cato Stafford do? Because if you get a little bit too full, we know how good he is down the ground.
That power, and these are those long arms to try and clear the ropes here. Try and pick up a boundary. Measured, very good from Ollie Riley. Well, player you know a lot about, Izzy. He's played really well today.
Gone from an out-and-out leg spinner into a genuine all-rounder. While others were struggling with their pull shots, he's been really good on the short ball. Thought he's been decently innovative against the spin. Anything that's been loose, he's helped himself like that. And he's shown that he's growing into a proper all-rounder, albeit we haven't seen his leg spin yet in this tournament.
Good bowling that. Cato Stafford getting a Yorker in there. Right on cue. Not much you could do about that. 6 to win. 6 to win. That's all Ireland need. It's been a wonderful chase. Great power play, and then an assured middle over batting display, and then a level head at the back end. Not to finish. 3 overs remaining, 242 for 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 47 overs, scores at 242 for 5. Ireland needs 6 runs from 18 balls to win the game.
This game has context for the winner of our game here. West Indies 234 versus South Africa 178 for 9. South Africa, well, they're up against it. Whoever wins this game will most likely face Afghanistan and the West Indies. Afghanistan, oh, they look good. They've got a bit of everything. Power, wrist spin, mystery, pace. Nikhil Pole has been much better in his second spell. Wayward and loose first up. Has come back nicely. Fine leg now coming inside the circle also.
No!
I often wonder why teams don't do this a little bit earlier, bring more men inside a ring, because when they have brought 7 or 8 inside, it's very hard to pierce the field.
Yeah, it's really situational. I was thinking if Ireland were batting first and Japan had set these fields, they'd be taking them on, they'd be throwing the bat at it, just like we saw from Japan. But when you know what you need... Gone. Well, he's come up the order. Ollie Riley to try and see his team home. The slower one again from Paul. He's come back and taken the wicket of the Ireland captain. Good catch from Tanya Kelly. Yes, it was pretty simple, but you still got to take them.
Was it that cross-seam ball that we saw Paul bowl last over? He has varied his pace, he's mixed his lines and sent back the Ireland captain, who chips tamely to mid-wicket. Ollie Riley gone for 5, and if you did think the game was over, it's not. 242 for 6.
Replaced by Bruce Whaley. Here's number 8.
Back into the side today, Bruce Whaley. And I'll tell you what, his heart's going to be thumping through that green jersey. 6 down, 6 runs to win. Nikhil Pole has been brilliant in this second spell. Well, Nikhil Pole, split seam, split finger delivery, just chipped tamely. Easy catch. Balance not quite what it needed to be. Ollie Riley. Experiment didn't work. Pump down the ground. That a boy, that a boy. That will just ease whatever nerves there were in the Ireland camp.
In the team as a finisher, that's what he sees his role as Bruce Whaley. Favourite moment for Ireland was when they needed 9 to win against Scotland under-17s, and he hit a 6 coming in with just 7 deliveries remaining. So he knew exactly what he wanted to do, and clarity of thought is exactly what was required in that moment.
Deep square inside the circle, 2 to win. I'll tell you what, he bats better than his dad and his uncle. Bruce Whaley. His dad was a good bowler and his uncle was a very good bowler, but they didn't have much with the stick in hand.
Yeah, his dad's here, as is his mum, Marisa, and 2 younger sisters, very promising cricketers.
Well, it's going to be a wide, and I'll tell you something, it wasn't far away from being a no ball by pitching off the crease, so just 1 to win now. The Blarney Army, as they're known.
Keep panning across. Bill Whaley's up there, he's got no nails left.
Carved away, and that'll be the win for Ireland. Bruce Whaley back into the side today and finishes with a flourish. Ireland's highest ever successful run chase at under-19 international cricket has come at the most important of times here in Windhoek. Huge pressure coming into today's contest, and Ireland have got the job done, and done in style.
Spare thought for Japan. What a performance from them. They've got better right throughout the tournament. Brilliant batting earlier today, and you just wondered, was there another twist in the tail as those partnerships were broken throughout? But then that man, Bruce Whaley, He knew exactly what he needed to do. He got the backing of his coaches. He was told, you take them on. This is made for you. The field up. This is your strength. Take them on. And well, dream for him back into the team. 2 boundaries and a win.